After leaving beautiful Lake Nakuru, we set out on one of the most anticipated parts of our African adventure, the legendary Masai Mara. Now we thought this would just be a scenic drive, but in Kenya, even the roads come with a wildlife cameos and a healthy test of your suspension system. Over the next few hours, we traded smooth roads for safari roads, also known as nature's chiropractic treatment, while passing villages, sweeping landscapes, and the first hints that something truly wild was awaiting ahead. As we rolled into the Masai Mara, we were welcomed by an elephant quietly minding his business, and giraffes going about their day. As we arrived at our lodge, the excitement level was officially through the roof, because after lunch, it was our time for our very first afternoon game drive. Welcome to our home in the Masai Mara, the beautiful Zebra River Camp, a tented safari camp tucked along the banks of the Zebra River. Now when they say tent camp, don't picture sleeping bags and forgotten marshmallows. This is a safari camp with pretty spectacular view, but living in the wild comes with a few important rules. After dark, guests are not allowed to wander around camp alone. That's because wildlife doesn't exactly respect quiet hours out here. Instead, a Maasai warrior stands guard near our tent and escorts us anywhere we need to go after sunset. Welcome to our home. There's our bed. And it even comes with a ceiling fan. Over here is a wardrobe, blow dryer. There's a window, totally secluded. Comes with a fully stocked mini bar, all inclusive. Coffee, tea, cookies. Sitting area, a vanity, some fresh water. All we need to do is call reception and they'll bring us more water. Here we have a nice big restroom with 2 sinks, a toilet, and a big shower. I guess we're ready for a game drive. But maybe I'll have a beer out here on the deck. It's probably the only vacation where our room service comes with a spear and excellent night vision. And speaking of our neighbors, the Zebra River is absolutely packed with hippos. During the day, they lounge in the water, looking surprisingly relaxed. But don't let the cute grunting fool you. Hippos are one of Africa's most dangerous animals, and definitely not the kind of neighbor you casually say hello to after dinner. As we entered the legendary Masai Mara National Reserve, excitement was building fast. Covering nearly 580 square miles, the Masai Mara is one of Africa's most famous wildlife reserves and forms the northern extension of the vast Serengeti ecosystem in neighboring Tanzania. Established to protect this incredible landscape and its wildlife, the reserve is home to an astonishing variety of animals, including lions, elephants, leopards, cheetahs, giraffes, zebras, hippos, crocodiles, and more than 90 species of mammals and 500 species of bird. The Masai Mara is perhaps the best known for the Great Migration, when millions of wildebeest and zebras cross the plains each year in one of nature's greatest spectacles. But even on an ordinary afternoon game drive in February, you never know what's waiting around the next bend. And with our cameras ready and expectations sky high, it was finally time for our very first Masai Mara safari adventure.
Under Mara skies we open wide, hands in the sun we follow the light. Here for a while, here for a while. We step on warm dust, the plain breeze wide. Akashi shadows press our names against the light. He points far off a slow caravan of shapes. My pulse learns the language of distance and hush, hush, hush. A lion blinks a crown of gold on the low hills. Flocks stitch the high blue with quick bright threads. I speak to the land, my voice becomes a road. Every footprint holds a promise to return. Return, return. Under Mara skies we open wide, hands in the sun we follow the light. Here for a while, here for a while.
Mara skies we open wide,
Hands in the sun, we follow the light. Here for a while. Here for a while. Under Mara skies we open wide. Hands in the sun, we follow the light. Here for a while. Here for a while.
sun began to dip below the Masai Mara horizon, it was time to head back to camp after an unforgettable first afternoon on safari. Lions, giraffes, zebras, elephants, and even a cheetah enjoying dinner before we did. Not a bad way to start life in the wild. Back at camp, the day wasn't quite over yet. Down by the river, the hippos were beginning their evening routine, grunting, splashing, and reminding us that out here, nature never really clocks out. After a great dinner and one last listen to the sounds of the African night, it was finally time to turn in, because tomorrow, the adventure continues, with more game drives and more chances to see what surprises the Masai Mara has waiting for us next.
Wow, show me your teeth.
Arriving at our home after an afternoon game drive. I'm gonna walk out here and just film the sunset. Behind our home. Down there's where we saw the hippos. I can hear the hippos splashing down there. Thanks for joining us on our first day in the Masai Mara, and we'll see you on tomorrow's safari adventure.